Women can quite literally smell higher testosterone, and they find it attractive, especially for short-term mating. Babe, can you smell higher testosterone?
This is a brain rot special.
Tia Matic cooking in the basement.
Coach Greg, in today's video, Hamza's at it again. He's become the worst influencer in the world. I don't know who's had a turn for the worse as bad as this guy. He used to promote training natural, to do all the healthy things in order to build up your testosterone. But since that time, he's been outed as being a fake natty, lying for perhaps years about his use of testosterone. And now he's pushing it, no, dare I say, ramming it down people's throats, and not a throat goat, to take testosterone. And so, check out this video. And so he posts to Instagram, 700 nanograms of testosterone is not enough. And so, certainly 700 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone, it's way above average. It's amazing. If you have 700 nanograms per deciliter, you should count your blessings. You've actually done very good. And remember, this is while being natural, but no, it isn't enough. And so, is he foreshadowing? Is he going to try to convince people that if they have 700 nanograms per deciliter that perhaps they should go on testosterone, that they should perhaps be abusing HRT? Well, let us see. The lab range is not the goal. No, the goal isn't to be at the top of the reference range. It's to be beyond that because, I mean, it's only 2 standard deviations above the mean. And so why would you be happy if you're only at, let's say, the 95th or 98th percentile? I mean, there's still a couple guys, you know, out of 100 who have higher testosterone levels than you, and so you need to do something about it. The average testosterone range is 250 to 700. The lab range is built from average men who smoke and drink and eat ultra-processed food, and they're bringing the average down. No, Hamza, are you that stupid? Like, are you this big of an idiot, or are you a freaking asshole? Do you do this on purpose? And so Hamza's suggesting they got these averages from people who drink and smoke and eat ultra-processed foods. You know, selectively bias the sample by taking these kind of people. They could not possibly have taken, you know, people who don't drink, who actually do cardio, who exercise, who aren't smokers. Hamza, it's the average of everyone. Some of the guys are smoking, some are not. Some are drinking, some are not. Some are having ultra-processed foods, and others are not. And so what you're suggesting is based on a lie of which you fabricated. You can sit at 700 and still feel off. Soft physique, low libido, slow recovery, brain fog, anxiety. Guys get confused why they don't feel brilliant at 500 to 700 nanograms per deciliter. You really think that testosterone, that one singular hormone, decides how much fun you have in this life? It's essentially the only thing that matters. And so if you have a soft physique and you have 700 nanograms per deciliter, well, it wouldn't be soft if you're at 1,000. Listen, you could be at 5,000. If you're eating any calorie surplus, you're going to be fat. If you don't train and you're on test trend and who knows what, you're still gonna look like shit. If you just increase your testosterone levels and do nothing else in your life, it ain't gonna do squat. Low libido. You might have a low libido because you're fat. It might be because something else is off. You could have anxiety, brain fog, slow recovery, all of this from reasons aside from testosterone. Maybe your nutrition isn't on point. Maybe you're not getting enough sleep. Maybe you were just dealt a bad hand. Perhaps people are doing bad things to you. You're stressed out at work. You don't have money. Your girlfriend's cheating on you. Who knows? It doesn't all center around a single thing called testosterone. 1,000 nanograms as a natural, or 1,500 to 2,000 on TRT. This is the real number I've seen young men feel best at. Hamza, what young men are you referring to? What are you, a doctor? Are you prescribing HRT? You're looking at their blood work and saying, oh, you've decreased your depression? You've been prescribed 200 milligrams of testosterone a week and now you feel so much better? Where is Hamza getting this information from? What I've seen. He hasn't seen shit. As a natural, aim to hit 1,000. Well, what if you miss? You know, you were natural and you're at 700, you're doing the things, you're going to bed on time, you're eating healthy, you're training, you're doing everything, and now it's 760. Should you cry? Oh, I'm only 760. What's wrong with that? Oh, should you now go to your doctor? Doc, I was listening to Hamza, you know, he sold me on this stupid course and I joined it because I'm a moron, I'm an idiot. I actually gave him money because I'm so freaking stupid, Doc. And so maybe I'm so stupid because my testosterone levels are only at 770. Can you prescribe me some testosterone, doc? Because he said I should be at 1,000. And oh, by the way, he said I should be on 200 milligrams of testosterone a week. I'm on 140. My testosterone is not over 1,000. Do I look like I need more? Do I sound like I have brain fog? Do I look like I have slow recovery? Do I have a soft physique? Do I have low libido? I don't have any of this shit. And I'm not on 200 milligrams of test a week. Now, Hamza's saying I should be at 1,500 to 2,000. What about all the problems with everything else that happens when you're on abusive doses of testosterone? And yeah, 200 for most people, 99% is abusive doses. What do you think testosterone can do? It can lower your HDL. That's the good cholesterol. You could raise the bad cholesterol. You could increase blood pressure. Oh, but that doesn't matter. Those are just side effects. Why would we ever talk about those? If you're enhanced, take around 200 milligrams of testosterone per week to hit 1,500 to 2,000. And so clearly he's suggesting that if you're on testosterone, you should take 200 milligrams. Do you really think this guy knows anything about testosterone? But yet he says comment test for a 2-hour educational guide on increasing testosterone naturally and unnaturally. Guys, it's 2 hours and 36 minutes. You don't want to watch a video. Don't waste your time and stay off of that. And so he writes, that's too high. He's making fun of guys like me, saying that 200 milligrams of testosterone a week is too much. That you shouldn't be at 1,500 to 2,000. Who do you think knows more, Coach Greg or Hamza? Like, really, the NPCs will comment this because it counteracts what the fat doctors told them. A fat doctor didn't tell me shit. I researched this and I understand. Oh, and the actual doctors, for example, the doctors at Algo RX, you know, the doctors that sell pharmaceutical products, enclomiphene, perhaps you need a GLP, perhaps you need peptides, perhaps you don't want to lose your hair, and you need various medications. They can prescribe it. Hamza, he's shaving his hair off because he needs to have a new arc. I need it to change. I need to shave off my hair because I don't feel normal anymore. Don't listen to guys like that. If they don't have their shit together, what makes you think they can get your shit together? Basing too high on the average range is retarded. No, retarded is you. Buying a course from you, that is retarded. Who wants to be average anyway? Is this an ad to encourage people who are in his age demographic, perhaps they're 18 to 25 at best, to suddenly hop on that natural, you know, at 250 to 700 nanograms per deciliter, that isn't enough. Even if you're at the high end, 700, you need to aim for 1,000 because you aren't enough, and you need to type in test so that you can be given his video, which is gonna tell you a bunch of bullshit on how to get girls. Does Hamza look like he can get a friggin' girl? And when I say girl, I mean above a 5. Yeah, he might be able to get a 4 every now and then if he tries harder than last time. If he pays for one, maybe. It's possible. We'll give him that. But he ain't picking up no girl that you're going to want. What this will feel like. Within a month, you'll gain 3 to 6 months of your usual rate of muscle mass. And so does that sound like an encouragement and an ad to use testosterone? You know, in 1 month, you'll gain as much muscle as in 3 to 6 months. Yeah, probably if you're abusing testosterone 200 milligrams a week. But is that really what you want to do? Be on testosterone for the rest of your life. And you're what, 20? Do you really think these 20-year-old kids following you need to be on testosterone? More enjoyment in hard work and effort. Make millions of dollars extra through your career and business life. Is he really suggesting that if you get on testosterone that you're gonna enjoy working so hard, you know, studying, your exams, working at your job, whatever, that you're gonna make millions more dollars by being on testosterone? It's gonna make you a multi-millionaire. Does this not sound like a scheme? Not even Togi would come up with a scheme such as this. Plus, women can quite literally smell higher testosterone and they find it attractive, especially for short-term mating. Babe, can you smell higher testosterone? Because I lowered my dose to 60 milligrams. Before it was 140. Did you smell the difference? And so Mepsigram says she didn't want to mate with me more when my dosages were higher. You know that my testosterone dose is really low right now? She didn't notice the smell difference, Hamza. And so what he's saying, it doesn't make any sense. Whether my testosterone is high or low, I gotta go get a blood work test soon because you guys don't even believe me. You're probably thinking,
oh, Coach Ray is lying, he's on tests and trying his testosterone, his levels is at 1,500 to 2,000.
no, I make millions of dollars with testosterone levels below 1,000. Sorry, women can literally smell higher testosterone. What do you think this is? Like, are women dogs? I know some of them are, but none of them can smell your testosterone. The side effects, finally talks about the side effects. And so he lists a bunch of side effects and says, those are the side effects of caffeine. Everything has side effects, but don't fall for the fear-mongering about increasing testosterone. The real question is the trade-off worth it? You need to figure out your own values, but for me personally, it's 100% yes. Instead of talking about the testosterone side effects, perhaps it's harder to conceive, your nutsack is going to get smaller, the HDL is lowered, kidney problems, liver problems, higher blood pressure, the risk of cardiovascular disease. No, let's not mention that. Let's just tell people that these are the side effects of caffeine and that the side effects are all worth it, at least for me. He's not quite twisting your arm, but he is pretty much presenting a fancy story to get yourselves interested. I mean, it would be like me saying to a kid, hey, hi, you little kid, you little dog. You know what? This bowl of ice cream I have right now, this chocolatey goodness, it's the best bowl of ice cream I ever had. All it does when I eat it is it makes me feel good, warm and cuddly inside. The taste is stupendous. Do you know what the word stupendous means? It means really good. The teaching moment, child, is 6 years old. I'm licking it and it's just, oh, it's so good. Do you want some? Sure, big guy. And so the kid, of course, wants the ice cream because they don't know any of the negative side effects. What about if there was some bad things in the ice cream? I mixed up some poison. It's not good. I didn't tell them there's anything bad. What about the sugar, the fat? What about a moment on the lips, the lifetime on them hips? What about the fact that that 6-year-old is 200 pounds? Do you think they need the ice cream? No, but I presented a story and I made it seem amazing, and so they're gonna want it. This is what Hamza's doing. Comment tests for a 2-hour educational guide on testosterone. And it's over 2.5 hours for starters. And in this guide, it's gonna teach a bunch of red pill information on how to get girls. You think Hamza's the one to ask? I mean, this is a screenshot from it. And so you can pay money or you can take his course, and he draws little red caricatures on it. Women can literally smell your testosterone levels. And so he's got the blue smell on the t-shirt, and then the women with the kazunkas, and then the men, and the women can smell it, and so they want to mate with you. Just make sure you raise your testosterone. And so he teaches you how to smash girls by being a bad boy. An alpha male. Boy, don't we all want to do that? And so he's essentially preying on weak male incels who are easily brainwashed. And so for a list of those men, you go to his post, the one with the testosterone, and you scroll. And every loser who wrote test on the side, unless they're just doing it to make fun of this guy or they wanted to watch the video to make a reaction to say how stupid people are, all the people who wrote test are losers, okay? And so this is the level of loserdom that you're all getting by watching his videos. Let's watch a random Hamza video.
Imagine I have $1 million and someone asks me, would you bet on this guy who's watching your reel right now? Would you bet on him?
No, I would bet against him.
There's a Latino guy in my program who's making $20,000 a month just teaching people how to get into law school as he did.
And so I take it that the point of that is that some guy joined his course, his program, and he's now making bank, 20 grand a month. So if you join his course, you probably also will make money. Now, here was the caveat. He's the smartest Latino in history. He had a perfect score on whatever exams allow you to become into law school. And so essentially a supreme genius. And he was able to make money by teaching other people how to get into university. And you think Hamza is gonna help you make money. He just said, do you think I'm going to bet $1 million on any of you watching this video that you're gonna become successful? And what do you think I said? No. And so this is the thing. He's gonna have perhaps 100 guys, I don't know what they charge, $50 a month, to pay a course for this loser to tell you what to do to also be a loser like him. And so if you pay for this, you're a loser. I mean, come on. It almost makes more sense to pay Clavicular the $50 to have a laugh on bone smashing than this guy. You think he's gonna teach you how to make money. Bro thinks that women can smell your testosterone. And so hopefully I've convinced you that this guy is an idiot, that you shouldn't just jump on testosterone, that 700 nanograms per deciliter, it's actually very good, that if you try to hit on a girl with some red pill scheme that he's gonna offer, that it's not actually gonna work. Now, if you wanna build muscle to get lean, you can of course go to HGLT supplements. You can take the Turk, you can get the GO2 Max, you can get the GLP Max, remember to reduce your appetite by about 28%. Then you can go to Algorex to get your blood work done. They get all their medications from a compounding pharmacy, and so it's 100% legit. And so if you actually need enclomiphene or a GLP or peptides or something to help prevent you from losing your hair, you can get it from Algorex and you can trust him. Or if you don't want to believe me, you can of course follow Hamza and increase your testosterone, and then girls will smell you and want to have sexy time with you every single day. That's it. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algo, like the video, watch one of those two boosts. Don't forget, if you want to get sponsored by myself, you want to get coached by myself, you want to get my supplements into your store gym, you click the link and let's get started right now. And until next time, je suis fini.